John Wick Chapter 2 is here, Keanu Reeves is back, there's more guns, there's more bad guys, and there are more bodies dropping. John Wick Chapter 2 had one job to do, and that is be an entertaining action film, and it does exactly that. It is a very entertaining action movie that's also extremely well made, which is pretty much what the first John Wick was. So if you like the first John Wick, you're pretty much gonna like John Wick 2, because it's more of the same stuff you saw in the first film. But especially the action sequences, everyone's probably already said it by now, and I'm gonna say it as well. The action in this film is by far the best part of John Wick Chapter 2. It is choreographed to perfection. Seeing Keanu Reeves go around and just shoot about 20 guys in the space of 2 minutes and seeing them all just drop to the ground, blood splats all around, how could I not find that entertaining? I mean, seriously. I'm still not sure if I think John Wick 2 is better than John Wick 1, but I will say John Wick 1 has a leg up in terms of the character motivations. I thought they were more compelling in that film. You know, in the first film, they killed John Wick's dog, the last gift from his dying wife, and it's a really cute ass dog, so you're instantly into it, and you instantly want John Wick to get his revenge. You're rooting for him throughout the entire film. But in this film, John Wick is approached to do another job, and he refuses to do that job because he wants to stay retired. So then the bad guys blow up his house, so John Wick needs to go to Rome, and he needs to go to some other places and kill some more people, basically. I just didn't really get into it as much as I did in the first John Wick movie, but it didn't feel forced. It still felt like a natural progression in terms of what would happen next after the first John Wick movie. So there is that. But I mean, come on, in the first film, they killed his dog. That's a much better reason to go out killing a lot of folk. A few other things I liked about John Wick. I liked seeing John Wick in actual hitman mode, because in this film, he's actually on a mission. He's doing something for somebody, and he's going and he's trying to kill somebody. He's actually on an assignment, so it's really cool seeing John Wick actually on the job. You know, it's like going around Rome, he's going to all these different places, he needs to go to get his suit, he needs to go get his guns, he needs to go find some secret underground catacombs. Just navigating the criminal underworld and talking to all these different contacts was really cool to see. And that's another thing, the criminal underworld that was set up in the first John Wick is expanded a little bit more in John Wick 2, and I just love this world that John Wick inhabits. It's like a really cool, hyper-realistic hitman video game type world. I'd love to see a John Wick video game, wouldn't you? That would be badass. The film does get a little bit ridiculous in times. Like, there's this one scene where John Wick and this hitman guy are shooting each other in public. It's like an underground train station, and they're shooting each other. One's on a balcony, John Wick's down here, and they're shooting each other, like, you know, from behind a court with silencers. They're shooting each other, but nobody notices. They're surrounded by people, but nobody notices. I know they have silencers on, but still, you would notice if you see the big gunshots on the walls. And there's also this one part where John Wick is fighting this guy. So he's a really big, heavy guy, and John Wick's on his back, and he shoots him in the top of the head, and the guy survives. And I'm just like, okay. I know the film's not meant to be entirely realistic, but when John Wick shoots you in the head, you are going down. I don't care who you are or what your build is, you're going down. And also, the dialogue isn't really that good. I mean, there's no other way around it. The dialogue in this film is just not really that great. But overall, John Wick Chapter 2 does exactly what John Wick Chapter 2 is supposed to do. Give you an entertaining and badass action movie with really, really well made action sequences. I'm telling you, the last 20 minutes of this film is awesome. I really like the last 20 minutes. There's this one sequence involving a bunch of mirrors, and you see all sorts of reflections. That scene was actually done really, really well. And the way this film wraps up, it does set up for a John Wick Chapter 3, and if they're going to do what I think they're going to do in John Wick Chapter 3, I'm all for it, because some stuff is going to go down. I'm going to give John Wick Chapter 2 a 4 out of 5. Thank you very much for watching the video as always. Let me know in the comments below, what did you think of John Wick Chapter 2, and which one did you prefer, John Wick 1 or John Wick Chapter 2? Let me know all that in the comments below, and if you're new here and you want to see more of my stuff, click on one of these, and I'll see you in the next video.